On the outside, the Swift sports a sleek and modern design. Suzuki have introduced a new Horizon design line that wraps around the vehicle, creating a sense of motion. Rounded shoulder lines give it a sporty edge, while the iconic Suzuki badge proudly sits at the front of the bonnet. Lower headlight positions and L-shaped daytime running lights not only enhance visibility, but also add a touch of sophistication. And check out those clear rear tailgate lights.
A LISTNR production.
G'day, it's Tom Perri with you. Victoria has seen the number of carjackings surge as it deals with a spike in youth crime. The Herald Sun is reporting that 162 aggravated and attempted aggravated carjackings were recorded last year, 75% of which were committed by children or youth offenders. Professional drivers, including food delivery workers and rideshare operators, were among the most common victims of the offence. One person is dead and another two have been taken to hospital following a house fire in Sunraysia. Emergency services were called to the Keene Street property in Mildura on Friday around 6:50 a.m. A police investigation has been launched, but officers are not treating the blaze as suspicious. When asked for comment earlier this morning, a Victoria Police spokesperson said they have no further updates to share. The Calder Freeway was briefly closed to traffic over the weekend after a man suffered a medical episode. It's believed the 78-year-old from Point Cook was travelling northbound on Saturday morning when he pulled over near Elphinstone and slipped down an embankment. And with the federal election having been called for May 3rd, you have until 8 p.m. tonight to ensure you're enrolled to vote or your details are up to date. The best way to do so is online at aec.gov.au. Jessica Lilly from the Electoral Commission says voting in elections is compulsory.
If you're an Australian citizen aged 18 years and over, you're required to enrol and vote in all Australian federal elections.
Federal leader of the National Party, David Littleproud, has returned to Central Victoria with a fresh election promise. He was at North Bendigo Recreation Reserve yesterday, announcing the coalition would commit $3 million of Commonwealth funds to help upgrade the grounds facilities, making the pledge alongside Nationals candidate for Bendigo, Andrew Lefleen, and Liberal candidate Matt Evans. Additionally, $500,000 is being set aside for an upgrade of Morong's Malone Park. One of Bendigo's busiest intersections was partially closed off yesterday afternoon after a truck flipped onto its side. It's believed that the vehicle was turning right at the intersection of Morong and Eaglehawk Roads around 3:20 p.m. yesterday when it tilted and came to a halt near the curb. Emergency services stopped all Bendigo-bound traffic while they worked to clear the scene. Briefly, the number of people living in regional Australia is about to crack 10 million. That figure has jumped more than 6% since 2019, benefiting the economies of areas like Central Victoria. And the Bendigo Chinese Association is still in need of volunteers for the upcoming Easter Festival. Secretary Zoe Willis says people, including kids from 8 years and up, can take part in the torchlight and gala parades and help carry the world's longest imperial dragon, Dai Gum Lung.
Altogether, we're looking for about 70 volunteers for the torchlight on Saturday night, and then 200 volunteers for the gala parade on Sunday, plus 130 dragon carriers to carry Dai Gum Lung as well on the Sunday.
It's been a lucky escape for properties in the Bendigo suburb of California Gully after a grass fire took hold at Truscott Reserve. The blaze flared up just after 2 p.m. yesterday, with CFA crews from across the city working to contain the flames before declaring the incident safe around 2:45. It's not yet known what caused the fire. Health was the focus on the campaign trail yesterday as the lead up to the federal election on May 3rd continues. The coalition's candidates for the Bendigo electorate visited a pharmacy in Kennington where Liberal candidate Matt Evans talked up his party's promise to increase the number of Commonwealth subsidised mental health support sessions from 10 to 20. Meantime, the seat's incumbent MP, Labor's Lisa Chesters, visited the city's Headspace office, announcing it would become a Headspace Plus facility to help support young people with serious mental health issues. Don't be alarmed if you see or smell smoke across Central Victoria today. It's likely to be from the annual controlled burns being carried out statewide by authorities. Forest Fire Management Chief Officer Chris Hardman says this is crucial to keep the state safe over summer.
We try and manage the risk of bushfires every year, and whenever the opportunity arises to undertake planned burning and mechanical field treatment and a range of other things, we take that opportunity. And of course, autumn in Victoria is one of the best times. We have very stable weather conditions.
And briefly, households across central Victoria could save cash on their energy bills, according to the state government, after it announced that residents will be able to access discounts on ceiling insulation through the state's Energy Upgrades program. Drivers caught speeding in regional Victoria will have their fines texted or emailed to them while they're behind the wheel. The new Electronic Penalty Infringement Notices System, or EPINS, is being rolled out across the state after a successful trial. Deputy Police Commissioner Wendy Steendam says it simplifies the whole process of infringement notices.
It's efficient for the members on the roadside, it's efficient for the members of the public that are pulled over. It is contemporary in terms of normal payment processes that everybody is using, and it actually creates enormous efficiencies for us from a policing perspective that we can divert into more community safety activities.
People's lives are being put at risk across Sunraysia while they wait to see a surgeon. Nationals member for Mildura, Jade Benham, says residents in the area are being left hanging, like one constituent who waited 7 months for a specialist appointment after returning a positive bowel screening test.
And for the Minister to say the average wait time to see a general surgeon is 12 days is utterly preposterous.
Still on politics, and the Deputy Prime Minister has made an appearance in Bendigo alongside incumbent federal MP and Labor candidate Lisa Chesters, committing $2.9 million towards revitalising a local tourist attraction, the Central Deborah Gold Mine. Meantime, Liberal candidate for the seat of Bendigo, Matt Evans, has told the Bendigo Advertiser his party will honour contracts signed as part of the Housing Australia Future Fund, and that claims the coalition, if elected to government, would scrap projects under construction was a baseless scare campaign. Senator Allen is showing defiance amid speculation her leadership is in trouble. Fronting the media yesterday, Victoria's Premier said she was a fighter and had the support of her colleagues, while refusing to be drawn on whether she would step down if Labor lost seats at the upcoming federal election. Allen's comments follow a front-page story in the Herald Sun suggesting figures within the party were canvassing a move against her. Central Victoria's Lake Eppalock has received just 14,500 megalitres during the 2024-25 water year so far, 12% of the average inflow it usually receives by this time. Even so, Goulburn Murray Water is feeling pretty pleased with how the lake and its other storages are holding up. Spokesperson Andrew Shields says having years' worth of decent rainfall has helped.
So some of our storages are designed to be what we call multiple year storages. So when they're full, they can help us support our water supply needs of our irrigation and environmental water customers over multiple years. So having those storages full, and that then helps us protect against some of the dry years that we tend to experience, as well as those wetter years.
Briefly, Victorian farmers are being urged by DECA to ensure they don't damage any native trees when conducting burn-offs, and police in Sunraysia have made a plea for information regarding a missing Mildura woman. 74-year-old Maria was last seen on San Mateo Avenue around 5 p.m. yesterday. She's described as being Caucasian, 160 centimetres tall, and with red wavy hair. Officers and her family say Maria's disappearance is completely out of character. In basketball, the Bendigo Braves have played their first home games of the 2025 NBL 1 South season. They hosted a doubleheader against the Keilor Thunder on Saturday evening, which saw the Braves women defeated by 7 points and the men winning by 16 points. Those results were reversed on Sunday, with Bendigo's women earning a win against Launceston and the men suffering a loss to Northwest Tasmania. To sport, and the Bendigo Pioneers have had another win in round 2 of the Coates Talent League, with their under-18 boys side defeating the Murray Bushrangers by a goal, 89 points to 83, in Wangaratta on Saturday to place themselves 4th on the ladder. Meantime, Bendigo's under-18 girls team wasn't as fortunate, losing by 65 points to their Murray counterparts. Taking a look at sport now, and tonight sees the Bendigo Strikers heading to Bundoora in round 5 of the Victorian Netball League. They'll be facing the North East Blaze, who currently sit third on the championship ladder, 2 rungs above Bendigo. Their clash is getting underway at the La Trobe University Sports Stadium from 7:15 p.m. Local sport in central Victoria now, and round 2 of the Loddon Valley Football Netball League is happening this weekend. There's a grand final rematch in the senior footy comp at Malone Park, where reigning premiers Morong will face last year's runners-up Pyramid Hill, while the Bears are hosting Inglewood and Maiden Gully is taking on Bridgewater at Marist College. In basketball, the Bendigo Braves are hitting the road this weekend in the NBL 1 South competition. Their men's and women's teams have a round 3 clash booked with Geelong United. Meantime, the Mildura Heat have a doubleheader at home in the Big V, with Mildura's women facing Melbourne Uni and the men taking on Sherbrooke tomorrow night.
Unleash your vehicle's power beyond limits. Discover our exclusive range of Yuasa automotive batteries, engineered for unparalleled reliability and performance to power your journey like never before. Battery World. Power your passion.